Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mackenzie. Today I'm going to be doing a video about my disability. So in my introduction video to my channel, I briefly mentioned that I had a disability, and so in this video I'm going to be telling you guys about that and sharing more about that. So before we get started, I wanted to just read you guys the definition of a disability from Google. So Google says that a disability is a physical or mental condition that limits a person's movements, senses, or activities. So the type of disability I have is a physical disability called cerebral palsy. And what that is it's a neurological disorder that affects the way my brain sends and receives messages from my legs. So the way that kind of affects me is I have to use a walker to walk. I'm like normal in every other way, except I have to use a walker to walk around. And so I was going to tell you guys like how I got that. My mom had me 3 months premature, so like 3 months early. And I'm not quite like completely sure how it happened, but basically the gist is I didn't get enough oxygen to my brain whenever I was born, and that caused the brain damage. So I have a neurological disorder that affects the way my brain sends messages to my legs, and yeah, it's kind of sucks sometimes, but sometimes it's pretty awesome. Not like awesome, like I love having it, but it's awesome in the way it affects other people. Um, um, One thing that you'll probably hear me say a lot in this channel is I am a Christian, and I believe that that God gave me this disability to be a witness about Him and tell others about Him. And that's kind of how I deal with it, just knowing that I was given this disability for a reason and that I should be happy about it because I have a special ability to help people and in ways that other people can't. So I just want to talk about the type of equipment that I use and things like that. I use a walker. I will try and insert a picture if I can. I kind of have crappy editing, so um, it's not like an old lady walker. It's like a different kind of walker. But I use a walker, and sometimes I use a wheelchair for long distances. Um, and then what else? The only way it really affects me is like I can't really play sports. I'm not affected in any way mentally, as you can probably tell. Unfortunately, there are a lot of other kids that are less fortunate than I am and have difficulty talking or learning. And some kids can't even move their arms or feed themselves. So I'm very lucky and very thankful for that. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to think about what else to say. Usually the only time I get discouraged about my disability is whenever like I see other kids in my youth group and things like that, like playing like fun games, like running around and stuff. Sometimes I get a little bit discouraged about that, and sometimes like, gee, this is really annoying that I can't like just get there quicker like everyone else. But yeah, and sometimes it makes me sad that like I don't walk, or I don't walk the same way as other girls, and maybe that doesn't look as pretty. I don't know. But yeah, I would just love for you guys to ask me more questions about it. I can't really. It's hard for me to explain. Um, yeah. But I think yeah, that's basically my disability. And please ask any questions. Um, I won't be offended if you ask me questions. I hope this was informative for you. And you should also know, if you have a disability, you are not alone, and there's others like you. Just look on YouTube and you'll probably find a ton of other people with disabilities. And if you don't have a disability, well, good for you for finding my channel, because you get to know what it's like, and you get to know how to maybe encourage someone with a disability, or act around someone with a disability. Some key things you should know are, they're not always mentally disabled. Like, some people might look at me and think I'm mentally disabled, but I'm really not. So yeah, that's just some things to keep in mind, and I hope this video was informative and educational for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. So bye.